I was born in Grand Junction, Colorado, where my parents met. My dad's family is from Wisconsin, where he grew up on a dairy farm. His grandparents had immigrated from Germany. My mother's family immigrated from Mexico, and she also grew up on a farm. So growing up, it was the four of us on the family farm, myself being the older one, just me and my brother. Currently, I live in San Francisco. I've lived there almost 30 years now at this point. I met my wife in private practice at a law firm. We were married for about 10 years before we had children, and we ended up having twins, a boy and a girl, so it was an instant grow family, if you will. In middle school, I found academic debate as a project. I ended up doing that a lot in high school, and that became the focus of what was going to take me into college. Weber State had a fantastic debate program, one of the best in the country, and so I ended up coming to Weber State for the debate program. My time at Weber went by really quickly, and before I knew it, I was about ready to graduate, but not sure about my plans after. Not surprisingly, there's a lot of people who did college debate who end up going to law school, and I ended up deciding to go to Stanford Law School in California. Currently, I'm Deputy General Counsel at Sony Interactive Entertainment, which is the PlayStation brand, working on a wide range of really interesting issues: intellectual property, consumer issues, e-commerce, online safety. My time on the Weber campus was spent a lot in the debate hall and in the library. Debate at that time involved spending a lot of time up close and personal with books, and I became friends with the librarian. We spent a lot of time basically studying for debate and then traveling for debate. What I learned from debate is absolutely essential in what I do every day as a lawyer. Taking lots of information and being able to form arguments on one side of the debate or another side, using logic and reason and facts to come to conclusions. I also had some professors during my time here who had a big impact on my career trajectory. Dean Howard in the Arts and Humanities School played an important role in encouraging me to apply to law school. And then Dr. White in the Political Science Department, who I took numerous classes from, became a mentor of sorts and gave me both ideas and suggestions about where to apply to school, how to focus my thoughts about a career in law. It was a school where I could have personal relationships with the professors. The classes were smaller, and I wasn't another nameless face in a large university. And I realized in retrospect that was an excellent choice on my part. I lived around campus pretty close, and even to this day, when I come back on campus, I still marvel, as I did then, about the beauty of the campus and what a wonderful place it was and is to go to school. I spent a year at Weber without a car, and that was difficult. The subsequent summer, my dad and I went shopping for a car, and I ended up getting a hatchback Chevette. I had a girlfriend at the time who called it the baby aspirin pink Chevette. It was a very bright color. I'm proud to be a Weber State alum because of the opportunities that I had when I was on campus. Debate is not an activity like football or basketball or something like that. But the fact that the university invested in that program, recognizing that it would provide educational opportunities to students like myself who could then go on to excel in fields like law or politics, I think is really important. The campus is much bigger and different than it was when I was here, and so I'm very proud of the way the university has invested in itself to become a great institution of higher learning.